podcast listeners, Joe C here. Are you digging all the music talk and want to see what my band, The Fallen Electric, has in store? Check us out at thefallenelectric.com for all news, show dates, and contact information. Also, be sure to listen to our album, Never Seen the World, available on all digital music stores and streaming apps. It's time to get electrified.
Let's just go and waste some time. What was recreated and what was
From a dumpy little office in West Covina, California, it's the Foos Show! Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Joe C.
I'm Josh.
And thank you all very much for listening to the Foos Show. Thank you for downloading the pod on most major podcast apps, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Foo Bar Show. That's at theblowbarshow.com. And at the Below Bar Show as our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, Foo?
That's right, Foo.
Yeah. On today, very excited to have our friends here, the Rundown Kreeps. Say what's up, everybody.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, man.
What's
Thanks for
up,
being on the
dudes?
show. You guys want to go around and introduce yourselves? Let everybody know what you play.
Me first? All right. I'm Richard. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Alan. I play bass and backup vocals.
And I'm Steven, and I just play drums.
That's all. That's all you do.
Just
all I
plays
do.
drums.
The other day we had another band in here, and this guy, what did he say? He's like, "I'm on lead drums."
I'm on the drums, yeah.
Yeah, dope, man. Now I understand you're not the original drummer, right? Or are you? But there's been other kind of substitutes in between.
No, I'm not the original drummer. The original drummer is Sergio Cruz. He was the uncle of the original bassist.
Okay.
And then eventually he ended up just leaving the band, and there was a couple fill-ins. But I'm actually Richard's brother.
Yeah.
And then I ended up just kind of ended up learning all the songs. There was a drum set around.
Were they just waiting for you to grow up? What was
Kinda.
going on there? Yeah. Was that it?
Yeah.
He pretty much is the original drummer.
Okay.
It just
Good.
he came in when the band started taking itself seriously.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet, man. And
When it counted.
and I was also going to mention you're not the original bassist either.
No, I just joined a year ago.
Right on, man. So how's the ride been going for you guys so far?
It's pretty awesome.
It's been going.
I mean, are you guys trying to
it's
stay
been a while.
busy? Like what?
Yeah.
I hear you guys have some things in the works. If you want to talk about them.
Yeah, we're just recording music. That's what we're trying to focus on right now. Just making as much content as we can, but
Yeah.
we're trying to make sure it's good, so we're
Yeah.
not just releasing. We're not trying to rush the process, but
Yeah. What's the ETA on all that? Like, what do you think?
hopefully a year.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Right on.
hopefully you'll see a new album in 2019.
Christmas time, 2019.
Hopefully
Put it in your
sooner.
stocking.
Right?
Probably, about
Huh? September, August, hopefully.
probably like fall when we release the We All Go.
Yeah, around the same time.
Okay.
This time.
Okay.
End of
Hopefully another
August,
tour.
September.
Sweet.
Should be like releasing that.
We haven't traveled much, but lately. But hopefully we do another tour.
Right on. Right on. I got to thank you guys for coming in from a pretty far distance. Where are you guys coming from again?
Ooh, traffic sucks.
Dude, it's LA.
From LA.
It's LA.
We're from Sedano. We're from right there by Lincoln Heights.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
from right there, it took us like an hour and 10 to get here,
Yeah.
and that's it. If this was 8 o'clock, it would have took us 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's the same drive. It's gonna take us 20 minutes to get home. It took us an hour and 10 minutes to get here.
Yeah, it's crazy,
That's a
man.
fucked up thing, isn't
You
it?
guys came during the rush hour time. It sucks.
Dude, I got out of work
I
at
get it.
5. I had
Yep.
no choice.
But I'm sure then the traffic doesn't suck so much.
I work in Pasadena.
Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
I went from Pasadena to LA
Oh,
to
dude, you're just
here.
asking for it.
Yeah. See? Things I do for you guys, man.
Tell
Glutton
me
for
about
punishment.
Well, I understand that not long ago you guys went on a somewhat of a tour or a mini tour, or what was that all about?
Yeah, we did a few. We went to Oklahoma twice. We did
Seattle,
San Francisco, and San Diego. The closer, the mini tours.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We did. We went to Hawaii. We
Yeah.
did the Sailor Jerry Fest out there with
Dope.
Necromantics.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's all we did.
Yeah, nice.
Nice, man. Yeah, you guys have been busy for a very long time now. I got to know you, Richard, when I was in my previous band, The Hotline.
Yeah, he was in the band too.
Oh, were you on that? Well, he was in. One of the shows that we played, I think Wolf.
Oh,
Wolf
Wolfie.
was on drums.
Yeah,
Wolfgang
Yeah.
Gutierrez.
Wolfgang Gutierrez, which is
Wolfie.
that guy's a machine
that guy is a machine.
on the
Yeah,
freaking
definitely.
drums, dude.
That guy is a fucking monster.
And that guy was in a different band, different punk band.
Throwaway Kids.
The Throwaway Kids, who
Never
are
forget.
no longer a band.
I
But
know. Well, nah,
they're not.
they're on Spotify.
Yeah, no, okay.
They're cool to check out.
They'll live on.
If anybody wants to check them out. Yeah.
Yeah, we played them on the show. It's fine. Anyway, talk about you guys. But
we went on a tour with those guys, man.
did you? Where'd
Yeah.
you go?
We did Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oh, that
It
was
was the
Oklahoma.
second. It was the second
Okay.
time we went to Oklahoma, and we to this day. You remember Noel, right?
Mm-hmm.
To this day, we still think that he was the one that masturbated in.
What the fuck?
Oh wait, this isn't. I could cuss and stuff here.
Oh,
right?
totally.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I mean, I just cussed right
Masturbated in where were we at? San Antonio.
Yeah, in
Okay.
Texas.
There was
Like
an
on the entire city?
No. Yeah, it's all over the
Just
place.
running
Right on
around.
the
Just
Just on
Alamo.
every corner.
Right on the Alamo. No. Where were we at?
It was the gorillas on it.
Yeah, it had a gorillas mural on it. It was in San Antonio. It was maybe about like 4 blocks away from the Alamo. What
And
was
he
the
jizzed
venue?
on it?
No, they're cool enough to
give us the opportunity to
give us the
shower.
opportunity. Yeah, they had showers for like a green room for the band and stuff.
Okay.
So they gave us the chance to shower, and when we went in the shower, it was just slimy, it was gross.
Oh,
and then he was the first one to smelt it. Like, hey, someone jerked off in here,
Oh.
That's not soap.
Well,
Yeah.
the last one, something like that.
Oh man,
Pantene
wow.
Pro V,
That
huh?
is- Jeez,
That was a weird tour, man. Our old bassist.
How many times did that happen?
What?
Just the once?
Just the once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Stop put him
think.
on the spot.
Yeah.
I hope.
Dude, we were in El Paso and we met this dude who was cool. He was a cool dude, but then shit got weird. We were looking for food, and he was like, "Oh man, come through. Right. I know this place that's open 24/7." It was like 2 a.m. in El Paso.
Some
If you're
weird
not in
diner.
LA, by the way, everything's closed. Dude, when we went to Hawaii, fucking all the restaurants closed
8
Friday,
p.m.
and they opened up Tuesday.
Dang,
Yeah,
what
it was
the
some
crazy.
bullshit, and I'm not even
There's
exaggerating
a
that,
Pizza
man.
Hut, which saved us. It was pretty lit.
Pizza Hut, yeah.
Yeah,
Not like a
pretty much
regular
on
pizza,
your
they had, like, a
own.
buffet
Just like
and
survive.
everything. It was pretty nice.
Saturday,
Anyway,
Sunday,
so
Monday,
so
survive.
nothing's open, right? So we find this place in El Paso. It's like a diner. We go in there. This dude just fucking flips on us, man. And all of a sudden, he's telling us like, "Hey, fart on this fish" or some shit like
What
that.
the fuck?
Yeah.
He ordered the cod. Our bassist has some weird tastes in food. He ordered the cod, so
It was
I-
like 2 a.m.
anyway-
in Texas, a desert. He ordered the fish. It was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. There's nowhere.
There's
you're
no
gonna
water
yeah,
near
no
there.
fresh
That's-
cod.
That's a bad idea.
Next step in the
man.
story is that the stranger's farting on his fish in mid diner. Our bassist eats it, and we're driving the next morning.
Yeah.
And we're hearing like screams in the background, like,
What?
"Hey, stop the truck! This guy fucking runs out barefoot into the desert. It's like 120 degrees, barefoot in the fucking desert.
Cactus
Takes
needles.
a shit right in the fucking middle. Mind you, if you were to take a shit in front of people, you would turn the ass the other way, right? Nope. We saw it all fucking flat out.
And
like
then
a
they
dog?
left. him
Not wipe
there.
his ass and come back in. I think you had
get a
you
sty
had
in your
wipes,
eye.
right?
Yeah, I brought baby
Stop.
wipes.
You brought baby
Right.
wipes, and we just fucking.
We didn't. He did. We threw it to him. And
But yeah, throwaway
You
kids.
let him back in the van? Oh.
Craziest story we ever been on, and throwaway kids was part of it. You know,
That's
That wasn't
crazy.
me.
What'd you say?
I said, that wasn't me.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I am not the
this
bassist mentioned.
we got lost with Fallon.
we got lost with that.
That was
one. We got lost
terrifying.
hardcore. We got lost in the.
So we gotta talk
You have
about
your
that.
own story, huh? Every
Bro.
bassist has a story.
We got lost in the woods on our way to Punks in the Woods in like Seattle with no GPS. It must have been. We were lost. Our phones went off at like what fucking midnight with no signal, and we didn't find the place until like 5 a.m.
Oh, shit.
It was the scariest fucking moment of my life.
So how'd you get back? You like
We almost
look at the
met
stars
Dad
or
too
what?
from a deer.
we find that we
winged
got
it.
to a yeah, dude, that was weird. It was like a cliff. I don't even know.
it was
dude.
like only one car.
It might have been at least 12 feet fucking wide. We're in a Toyota
Oh,
Tacoma,
damn.
and all of a sudden it's just nothingness, and it's black, dude. Like it's fucking
Yeah.
the woods are dark.
Yeah, fuck
fucking
yeah, they are.
dark.
Like,
Yeah, fuck yeah, no moonlight.
I
can
talk
get
shit as a
through.
city boy. Like, oh, dude, I can handle that. No, it's fucking scary. It's terrifying. Fuck
The
that. I belong to the
world
city.
is scary.
Dude, this moose comes down from the mountain and he's scaling it like it's nothing. Of course, like moose do, right?
Yeah, fucking coming.
No
Another
idea they
day in the
fucking
life.
did this. He's just scaling the fucking mountain and he just lands right in front of us and like he kind
he's
of
the
looks.
size of
Stevie's
the truck,
driving.
dude.
Yeah, I was like,
And he was buff.
Somebody turned the lights off, right?
It was
Yeah,
like
we
a
turned
moose
the
on
lights up. He
roids,
just
man.
fucking
So,
looked, dude.
what's up, bro? What you
Like-
doing down my side?
He would have fucked us
Had
up.
a bandana on.
He was easily
yeah, right.
almost twice the size of the fucking truck.
It
dude.
was like on steroids.
these
man.
things are
Like,
fucking monsters.
Yeah, dude, they're huge. I just recently played at this bar over in Mount Baldy, the Mount Baldy Lodge, and they have this huge moose head. It's probably the size of like Josh.
What?
It's big.
Damn.
Now
Yeah.
take that and multiply that by 2.
Yeah, dude, because that was just the head on the wall. I mean, the entire body I can imagine is like the size of an Astrovan or something.
So how did this get in my hand?
So let's see here.
times.
You guys are on route to record a new album. You just released something today, right? And we'll play
Yeah.
this later on. So I'm a little. I was surprised and happy to hear that you guys released a song, but it's a cover.
Yeah. It's a cover of a Coldplay song.
Yeah, dude. So we're gonna do that at the last segment, our music highlights. So are you guys into like comic books and all that geeky shit?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
All right. So
you're in for some
Dude,
good stuff.
we were like listening into what's his name?
Rob from Comics Explained.
Yeah, on the
Oh,
way
for real?
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of bumpy music.
Right
well,
on.
shit, man. We got something on the show called the Nerd News. So check this out.
So there's a TV.
Nerd News is brought to you by Amazon. Do you shop on Amazon? Would you like to support the show? Well, go to foobarshow.com. That's FOOBarshow.com. At the bottom of the homepage, click on the Amazon banner, bookmark it on your browser, and do your regular Amazon shopping from there. It doesn't cost you anything, and you're supporting the show.
Support the show.
Please.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry. No begging, right? No begging? That's the rule?
Oh no, yeah, no. We're desperate.
Okay.
Go for it.
Please.
What do you got for us today, man?
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen recently. They just released The Walking Dead's season 9B teaser trailer. So basically, what's going to be coming up in the second half? I don't know. Are you guys Walking Dead fans?
Yeah. I haven't caught up on this last one though. I stopped at the Rick episode.
Oh man,
I stopped
okay.
right there, and then I saw like the previews for up and coming. I watched it with my lady, and
okay.
she just hasn't had time to watch it.
Well, sorry, man.
I ended up watching Chelsea Chelsea lately instead.
Oh,
Chelsea,
no.
dude, it's pretty cool.
Chelsea lately?
Yeah, she has a fucking
I'm
a
sorry.
Netflix show. Chelsea.
I'm sorry.
She does
Yeah.
drugs. She does ayahuasca. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, I haven't caught up.
Yeah, well,
But I'm excited for it.
spoiler alert, man. Major spoiler alert, because I'm probably going to ruin it a little.
Ruin it for me. It's cool.
It's been out.
So they pretty much in the teaser, they pretty much tease the upcoming big villain that's going to be coming up, and it's Alpha, the head of the Whisperers. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with or have heard of who the Whisperers are.
They came out briefly in the season.
Yeah,
earlier.
so they just came out in this last episode on this in this mid-season finale. They made a huge entrance by, spoiler alert, killing Jesus.
He'll be back.
He'll be back as a walker. We'll be seeing dead Jesus at Easter.
Weren't they one of the main the bigger
Comic book
colony-
villains?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there was like different. There was Negans, the Whisperers.
The Whisperers were pretty much the ultimate nemesis because these guys are so fucking insane that they peeled off the skin of the walkers, sewed it together, and made masks and bodysuits out of them, and would walk amongst the walkers, and all they would do is they would groan, and amongst the groans they would whisper and say stuff to one another, and that's how they communicate. So
they just immerse themselves into the scenery. Pretty much.
and so they're able to also lead herds of walkers and control walkers and lead them on people. So in this last episodes or towards the end, they led them and cornered Jesus and a couple of the group members, and one of them came up as if it was a walker, and all of a sudden you just see this walker bust a move like a fucking
Yeah, he
breakdancing move,
dodges it.
dodges it, and then stabs him in the chest. So that's when we finally see them, and then you all of a sudden can hear them whispering in the background. So they're going to be coming in a big way. In the comics, they do some pretty fucked up shit. A lot of big people are going to die.
Damn.
Communities will fall. Just a matter of which ones. We don't know yet. So, yeah, just expect a lot of good things. I highly recommend watching it. I posted it on our Facebook page. So if you guys just want to go to Food Bar Show Facebook page, you'll be able to see the quick little teaser trailer.
It's like 30 seconds, right?
Yeah, 30
Something like
seconds.
that.
Yeah, it's just like...
It's pretty cool, man. I like what they're doing with this because it's getting back to what The Walking Dead used to feel like this spookiness about it, as opposed to, well, now we're jaded. Now it's been out for how many years? We're all kind of used to having the walkers in the background. It's one of those things where they're turning this back into that kind of Halloween type of feel to it.
They're kind of... I feel like they're going back to their core.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's not about human on human, conflict anymore. Now it's like, oh shit, like it is human on human conflict, but in a more
Let's take care of this first.
Fucking crazy way. Yeah. So it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be coming back in late February. So I believe like a week after the Super Bowl, it'll be coming back. So
sick.
Get ready for that, guys.
They usually premiere on Super Bowl Sunday, don't they?
No. They
don't compete.
They don't compete.
I thought
they don't
did.
compete.
It's a different demographic, isn't it?
Oh, very. Oh, not really, because
Really?
there are a few football guys that watch.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man, it's fucking dope. Zombies are dope.
All right.
Nothing
Sold
nerdy
me.
about
It just
zombies.
blew my mind. I kind of checked out because right after Rick not dies, but whatever happens to Rick
Disappears.
disappears. You get that preview of the episodes to come, and
Yeah.
I honestly haven't watched it because I was like, dude, that's lame. These zombies are gonna be talking. So now that I know,
Oh yeah, no,
Why they're talking?
they're like,
Yeah.
oh man, you just reeled me back in.
them like
That's-
thinking that the zombies were talking was like
Yeah, or evolving
them, like
or
their
whatever.
rational explanation for what was happening.
That's what I was thinking.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's anyone's.
I would've got stabbed
no
like
one would
bitch-ass
think
Jesus, man. What the
some
hell?
guy's fucking crazy enough to fucking do that shit. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like in a time when you're going up against zombies, that's crazy. That's where we draw the line, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, so I
good
don't know if you
people.
guys are familiar with that Titans show. It's on DC Universe. It's their own like streaming service.
It's pretty badass.
It's pretty badass. Yeah, it's TVMA.
Live action.
Live action.
If you guys like the Arrowverse, this is better than the Arrowverse.
Greg Berlanti, actually, of the Arrowverse, the guy that's the producer of Flash,
Really?
Arrow, and all them. He's also producer of Titans as well. Yeah, he's producing a lot of like their own, self streaming service content. So Titans, it's right now. It's going to be on a season finale this next year, and they throughout the entire season they pretty much focus on Robin, as his development of moving away from Batman when he's like pretty much like feeling too
About
dark.
to become Nightwing.
Pretty
kind of
much,
thing.
yeah. And like you meet him, you meet Raven. And Raven's one of the big focal points too, and you see her power. It's just pretty fucking nuts. Beast Boy's there when he can only turn into a tiger at the moment, but he's gonna learn how to do the other stuff. And then you see Starfire, who actually starts off as like an amnesiac person. Like she all of a sudden has amnesia, wakes up, and doesn't know who she is yet. But later in the season, like they find out, that she's an alien, and sticks to the origin.
Okay, cool.
So this last. Pretty much the last episode, they pretty much tease Batman versus Robin. Big spoiler alert. I mean, if you guys can watch it, it's available.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go check it out.
So one of the last episodes, they finally freed Trigon, the evil demon king, from like Raven's father. Pretty much, they released him onto Earth. So. It's pretty much him fucking with reality, and I think they fucked with it. And now Robin is married to Dove. They have a kid, and then all of a sudden Batman's like killing all of the villains. Like he kills the Joker, the Riddler, Penguin, and it shows like all the dead villains, and like Robin like investigating and trying to stop him. And then like Jason Todd even shows up in a wheelchair. So it's like it's Jason Todd going up to him saying like, "Hey, you need to stop Batman." And so then all of a sudden they show the guy playing Batman, jumping through the windows and taking down a bunch of Gotham PD. So
That's crazy.
yeah, guys, you guys have time to catch up. The season finale again came out at the time of release, so it's the entire first season's already there, and they're going to start production on the second season in February.
I heard about that, man.
So yeah, I mean, they may even finally reveal him becoming Nightwing in the final episode. So yeah, guys, it's dope. Yeah, definitely check that out. So in other news, I don't know if you guys saw the new trailer for the new Men in Black movie. Did you guys see that?
There's a new Men in Black.
New Men in Black
it looks
movie.
pretty good. I gotta say, it's not like the Will Smith and from back in the day.
And then Tommy Lee Jones.
It's kind of campy, but it worked for them because it was Will Smith.
Yeah.
And now it's who? Chris Hemsworth.
It's Chris Hemsworth.
Wait. Will Smith's not in Men in Black?
No.
Not in this one.
Not
Man.
in
They've
this
moved
one.
on. There's different agents now,
So
they're going to continue
it's a sequel.
the background.
It's a sequel, but like a reboot, pretty much. So it's called Men in Black International.
They make mention to J&K.
Can I say it?
No.
Fucking stepping all over me over here.
All right, go for it, man.
So, dickhead. Men in Black International pretty much takes place in the same universe as the first movies, and they alluded to it in the trailer. All of a sudden, you see like their headquarters, and you see these two portraits.
Get the fuck out of here.
And one of the portraits is with Liam Neeson,
Trying to act surprised,
and Chris Hemsworth like fighting their monster, and the other one it's Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones fighting the cockroach in New York. So they pretty much say, okay, yeah, they're there, but this movie's focusing more on like everywhere else in the world, London and all that stuff. So it's Tessa Thompson reuniting with Chris Hemsworth for this movie, and they're going to be M and H. So there's pretty funny moments in this movie. I mean, you could already see like the chemistry. I don't know if you guys saw Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
How they were in there. It pretty much feels like
kinda that.
It's kind of that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's like that good. They have like a good chemistry together. And at the very end of the trailer, you see Chris Hemsworth's character H fighting like this alien, and all of a sudden he picks up like this little hammer that kind of looks like a
Thor hammer.
like a Thor hammer, and he's like, "Yes, the perfect weapon." And then he throws it at him, and then the guy catches. Is like, "Wow, that's a great catch!" And then he just starts fighting. Yeah, so they poke fun at it, so it's good. We'll try. I'll try to post it on the Facebook page so that way everyone can see it. It's pretty dope. So highly recommend that, guys. Other news. So I don't know if you guys heard that the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 movie possibly wasn't going to happen with the whole thing that happened with James Gunn. Do you guys hear about that? Or you guys remember
That was
what
in the
happened with that?
early
No.
days of that, right?
Nah, actually.
What do you mean?
Well, like when it first broke that they were going to let go of James Gunn, they're just like, well, this is going to get shelved until we can think about something. But that's not the case anymore, or what?
Well, they didn't show. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was pretty much going to happen,
Okay.
but they didn't know what direction or what director they would possibly go to.
Did they even have a script at that time?
I believe James Gunn had a script,
Oh, no
but
way.
they threw it out because of what
shit.
happened.
Yeah.
So they couldn't use
Nuts.
his work after firing him.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, there's been rumors that they may have Adam McKay direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
That's a big break for him.
That is a big.
I think he could do it.
You think he could do it?
It's
I think he's worth a shot.
He's been doing
He
pretty
did Step
well.
Brothers, didn't he?
He did Step
Yeah.
Brothers.
Step
He
Brothers.
did the other guys. Some
He did
other
a few
movies.
things. I mean, he was
he's
in
actually done
Parks
Spot-
and Rec.
Okay.
Yeah, he did the Big Short, that movie about the big banking crisis.
Oh, wow.
He did the new movie.
Yeah, he's coming out with
Vice, the movie about Vice President Dick Cheney with Christian Bale.
That's right.
He directed that movie. So everyone's saying like he has the talent. He just needs the chance to do it.
Yeah.
So they pretty much he pretty much confirmed that Marvel's approached him, or Kevin Feige, the Marvel president, has approached him about possibly directing Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He said, "We've talked a bit. Yeah, we were kicking around the idea of the Inhumans at one point. We're always kind of talking. I think Feige is just the greatest, and what they're doing is amazing." So he actually did this, talked about this on his podcast, the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, about possibly even doing an Inhumans movie too. So I don't know about Inhumans, but Guardians of the Galaxy, I think he could definitely do it. because he also said that they may be doing a Nova movie too. I don't know if you know who Nova is.
What's Nova?
Nova is part of the Nova Corps. He's like their super elite warrior that could like fly. He could fly and he could shoot beams out of his arms with like I don't know what kind of power it is. It's like a cosmic power, but like his suit allows him to fly and stuff. So he's pretty badass especially when he becomes part of the Guardians. So I mean, I look forward to that. Do you think you give him a chance, Foo?
Yeah, I think he'll do a good job. I mean, he's already done some good things.
Yep.
It's just put him in this genre and let's see what happens. And I think he can. I think he has the know-how to do it, at least the knowledge about these kinds of comic book things.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on, put Will Ferrell in as Star-Lord, and then just change Drax to John C. Reilly, and we're golden.
Okay,
golden, man.
I'm okay with this.
Yes. So you got anything for us? Nerd news, Josie?
Yeah, man. Do you guys like John Wick? The John Wick series so far?
Yes, I do.
Have you seen any of them?
I'm unfamiliar.
Oh, dude.
Very
if you haven't
heartbreak.
checked out the John Wick movies, you need to. It's Keanu Reeves as John Wick. He kicks ass. It's pretty much all the violence of the Matrix.
Pretty much, yeah.
with a different storyline. So John Wick is this mercenary. Is that right?
Assassin.
He's an assassin. Yeah. So he's like the number one assassin. All the other he's the assassin's assassin. All the other assassins kind of watch out for this dude. At some point in the first movie, what really pisses him off is that like his world starts to crumble. Like didn't he lose his wife or girlfriend?
So he had retired from being an assassin. He bought out his contract, so then he was free.
Yeah.
And his wife ended up getting cancer. So when she was dying, she bought him like a puppy. She left him with a puppy, and so then like this dude had like a cherry like ass Mustang, dude. It was like a badass Mustang.
Yeah, it was badass.
And so then these Russian dudes come up on him, and they're saying, "Hey, how much for the Mustang?" And he's just like, "Not for sale," and he drives off. So then they follow him to his pad. They break into his pad. They pull him out of bed, beat him up, and then they kill his dog, and then take his car. So, rational guy.
And this guy's like retired. He's like one of those 80s movies where like, I don't do that anymore. Like,
yeah, fucking
and he has
Rambo.
to-
I'll live that life anymore.
yeah.
I left the war years ago. It's just like, you took my dog and my car.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And then
he just starts murdering
He
everyone.
digs out all of his weapons. Didn't he bury like his entire armory?
In his like garage, all of a sudden you see him get a sledgehammer and start breaking his concrete.
Yeah.
And he opens up like this huge safe where it's like a bunch of guns, like
And
a
he
bunch
goes
of
to town.
gold, and he just all of a sudden like makes sure to take down like this entire organization. So this dude
The
like
fight scenes are fucking legit,
And
dude.
all
I was
because they
very impressed.
killed his dog.
Yep.
They killed Neo's
Don't
dog.
fuck with his dog. So,
In the second one,
what happened in the second one?
So in the second one, he gets framed. He gets framed for an assassination, even though he wasn't. He basically assassinated like one of the big heads of like the whole group of assassins without permission. But he did it for that person's brother, so to usurp the throne.
Okay.
And so like it was like this whole convoluted like backstory, like backstabbing, and pretty much this guy has everyone in the world after him now. Like he went from the number one assassin everyone fears to now the number one assassin that's been the most hunted. But he just still takes down everyone like nothing. Like there's a scene in the movie where him and Common's one of the assassins going after him. Like they're in the subway and all of a sudden they're shooting at each other in the subway, but so fucking nonchalantly that no one pays attention and knows. Like they're all of a sudden like they're just walking and like he has like his shirt underneath him. And he goes, it's like, it's like little pops
All
and
incognito and
yeah,
shit.
no one's even paying attention, like throwing knives and like not hitting anybody, like, and everyone's still walking around like nothing's going on. It's like, what the fuck?
yeah, man.
It was great. Highly recommend that movie. But
Yeah.
then at the end of that movie, he pretty much commits one of the cardinal sins and kills like one of the heads, pretty much the guy that was going against him. He kills him on like hollow soil for them, like their neutral territory. And so by doing that, he's officially excommunicated from their club. So that means he's fair game for all assassins to come after him.
Now, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, but all of the assassins meet up at this neutral ground, which is like a hotel, right?
Yeah, it's like a
and
hotel.
didn't they make a movie off of that one hotel, like the going-ons of what's going,
You know, I'm not 100%.
That hotel?
I'm not 100% sure
think
if it was
so.
connected, but the Hotel Artemis,
Yeah.
I think was based off of that idea.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, John Wick wasn't in it, but he didn't have to be because he had all these other assassins.
Yeah. So it's pretty much like the secret hotel where they just, like, they go in, they get a room, and then they could just, like, get fucked up as much as they
They
want.
can let their guard down.
They can let their guard down, but everyone in the room is an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
And if you break the rule, you're either murdered, you get taken out or murdered, or if you're like a special case, the head guy will kind of just let you be on your own and try and stick it out on your own. Just say good luck.
You're excommunicated.
Yeah,
from...
excommunicated, but anybody could fucking kill you.
Yeah.
So that's what happened here, and like John Wick did it in such a badass way. It's like, I don't need this, and walks away with his dog.
It's Keanu Reeves, you gotta
man.
remember.
Oh yeah. It was fucking fantastic. Fantastic. Great cinema.
Well,
Great
man,
cinema.
fans seem to be pretty excited about John Wick Chapter 3. We shared a couple new photos from the film earlier today. They did. And I imagine it won't be much longer until we see a trailer actually drop. I'm
probably.
pretty excited to see where the direction's turning for John Wick. But that's not the only thing that kind of got me excited about this topic. It was that the director, Chad Stahelski, said that he can make John Wick films with Keanu Reeves for the rest of his career.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah, it was. And here's a quote that he said: "I enjoy making these movies because there's no limit. We create our own mythology, and we have a studio that both stays out of our way and supports us on the wacky decisions. If people go to see the movie and it makes money and they came back to us, Keanu and I have ideas for days. I could I could live here for the rest of my career if people like it and want to watch more. I could think of way worse ways to spend your career. But when you're in the entertainment business, we'll let the audience figure that out." So,
Dang, I even
That'd be
heard.
dope.
Yeah, I heard that they were even thinking about doing like a Amazon Prime series, like a John Wick series, like similar to like the Jack Ryan one they did with John Krasinski, which was also good, by the way.
Very good.
But if they do a John Wick one, holy shit, they'd make so much money in advertising.
dude.
God damn.
Yeah, imagine it could turn into like those those Ernest films.
Oh,
Or just
John
does
Wick
that.
goes to North Korea.
Yeah. John Wick scared
Christmas.
stupid.
John Wick smokes some reefer.
Yep. But I mean, he was great in The Matrix. He's great in this. I mean,
He's great in movies where he does not have many lines.
yes,
And-
exactly.
And you know what? Stick
this is
to
perfect.
it, man.
Yeah,
Stick to it.
because he can kick ass.
Yeah,
he totally can kick and make it look good.
Look, man, it worked for Sly. It'll work for you.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta say.
Except Sly writes his movies too.
Yeah, he got to stop doing that. He got to stop. He's not doing
Which,
himself.
by
any
the way,
favors.
isn't the new movie coming out with Sylvester Stallone in the Rocky series? Isn't it supposed
it
to be
already
Creed?
came out. Creed 2 already came out.
Really?
Yeah, Thanksgiving. It's already.
What
It's
was
in theaters right now.
was that off my radar?
Yeah.
How was it?
I haven't seen it.
All right.
I heard it was good. Probably go see it over Christmas.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Well, you got anything else for nerd news, man?
Actually, more on that John Wick.
Okay.
They actually posted when they posted the pictures, there's like a scene where he's next to two dogs. So fans are starting to grow concerned about having two dogs murdered on this next movie.
No. Stop killing the dogs.
Yeah, man.
Jesus, how about that?
I know. But
Why's the dog gotta die?
But think about it, man. It's the most gut-wrenching,
It is.
gut-punching
It really
thing
is.
for people in the audience. It's funny, isn't it? You could see a person get stabbed on screen. It's like, well, that person had it coming. You see a dog. It's like, why, God, why? The
Yeah.
poor
It
dog.
was more than a dog, though. It was his life.
It was his life.
This is a metaphor.
It's symbolism, fool. But that's it.
All right. Cool, man. Thanks.
No problem.
Well,
Damn Skippy.
I got a joint report today.
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you two under the table.
Well, today the The report will be a little lengthy because I wanted to talk about this article that I saw the other day. It came out like a week or two ago. It was titled "The New Methods and Technologies of Curing Cannabis." So, after watching your cannabis plants grow for months and months, and then you harvest them, you trim them, and then you dry the buds. And you don't, a lot of people think that's it. You can start smoking it, but that's not necessarily the case. You got to cure them. You got to hang them up and do all kinds of shit to them. But there's these new companies and new technologies that are being sprouted where they're doing something different. And they're experimenting with the way that they smell in relation to how long they cure them for. For example, there was some that, I'll see. I'll just read this quote that one of the people who work at Gold Leaf, they do a long cure process. So he was saying, curing is more of an art than a science. Flavors and tastes are highly subjective. A lot of this has to do with the market, and there are two camps of smokers: people who like that fresh, dried cannabis, and those who like the long-cured cannabis. There's a bias towards the fresh, recently harvested product. And I got to say, I'm probably one of those people, because if they give me the option to smell the weed, I'm going to take it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that kind of gives me an idea of how fresh it could be, how dank it could be.
Well, the general idea is if you smell it and you like the smell, you're going to like the way it smokes and the way it tastes.
Yeah.
So, I always have a hard time just with the fact that they have those sealed containers now.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, but if they're nice enough to open it up for you,
yeah.
You can't touch it, but you can stick your nose in it.
Yeah,
that's one way you can tell. And if that's all they're giving you, then that's how I'm gonna judge my my nugs.
It's not like I'm Ichabod Crane with the hook nose over here sticking that thing in there.
Yeah, bro.
Trying to pick one out,
like Gonzo and
like
shit.
a toucan, just poke a hole in it. It's like, just one nug, please, just one.
Well, this company Gold Leaf, they've been setting aside 5% of all of their harvest every year, experimenting with how different strains taste and smell when cured for 6 to 12 months or even more. So they're treating this shit like alcohol.
Oh,
like they're putting it away. Like
Wagyu.
Yeah, dude. So sometimes even more than a year. So it tracks moisture content, how often a batch gets burnt, taste, the smell, month after month, trying to find the point of diminishing return when the curing ceases to help the product. So they're trying to take it to the limit of at what point does it just become trash.
Oh.
And some take to it, some do not. Bright, citrusy notes might age worse, while earthy, spicier stuff might age better.
Oh.
So it depends on the terpenes associated with it,
Yeah.
and how fast it'll dry, and if it's going to dry, how potent it'll remain.
Damn, so that means a lot of the indicas are going to be...
Yeah, that has to do with strain then, right?
Yeah, it's got to.
It's got to at that point.
Indica and sativa.
Yeah, indica and sativa.
Earthy indica.
So we're going to have a sativa shortage at some point. We're not going to be able to cure it.
Another one I wanted to bring up, there's a bunch, dude. It'll take me like another fucking 30 minutes to read off this entire article, but a couple of the ones that are up on top that stuck out to me was this other company over in Denver, Colorado called Yo Fumo, Spanish for I smoke. It uses science and data to unlock the secrets of the curing process, and they said, when we started, curing was in the Stone Age. People were still using buckets and hangers. It was dark art or thought of as dark art, but the science and technology are standard. Curing has to do with consistency, repeatability, and pulling data. We love data. We don't put anything out that we can't back up with data. So they've been planting on. So let's see here. There's a few perspectives. Plant on self, most traditional approach. This practice focuses on the development and expression of a strain's native terpene profile, taking it to the maximum level of potential generic expression. And then there's plant on plant. This perspective allows a grower to amplify or accentuate specific aspects of the native terpene profile of a given strain. And there's natural botanicals, also called enfleurage. Enfleurage? I don't know. This allows growers the ability to completely manipulate the aroma and flavor profiles of their strains with naturally derived non-cannabis terpenes. So it's some crazy shit, and that they show a few of the devices that are used to manipulate how dank something could smell and be. It's fucking crazy, man. I thought it was just about how much you water and give it light, It's way more than that now these days.
You know, I didn't hear a single word you just said.
Oh, dude, I'm stoned too.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll listen back to the episode. I'm sure I'll get it.
It's like an avocado, you know. Once you rip it off, you still have to wait for it to get right.
Exactly. So, I mean, there's like a freeze dry process, or they like put it in a deep freeze and other things like that.
Oh, damn.
So, I mean, they're experimenting with a lot of cool stuff these days. So, I don't know how much more potent our weed can get.
It can be impotent. The mo potent.
It'll make you impotent.
Oh. Ouch.
But yeah, man. And you know, before every show, pretty much, Josh, you like to dab it up, and
I like to partake in a little dabbage now or two.
is there any specific
9.
type of dab that you like to enjoy when you go to the dispensary? There's different kinds. I mean, like there's crumble and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm pretty partial to crumble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to do a lot of shatter before, but the dispensary I go to, the crumble there is just so fucking great, and like it's just like clumpy enough that, you know, you're not using too much or you're not getting too fat of a dab. Because I've had some where you just get a fucking brick pretty much, and you gotta dab that shit, and it's like a mission. Like you're like sitting there for 15 minutes, like, like, oh my god, yeah,
It's an event.
Yeah, it's like you gotta put a fucking IV just to finish that shit up. But no, I usually like to do more sativas when dabbing. When dabbing, I like to do sativas because if I'm doing indica dabbing, I'm afraid I'm gonna drop that bong. That ain't gonna be fun for nobody.
Yeah, man. Is there a preference for Rundown Kreeps before a show, or what's your guys? Do you have a preference? Or if it's green and you can smoke it, you're good to go, or what?
I mean,
Yeah,
before
indica.
a show, probably. Well, for me, sativa.
Yeah,
is
indica every time. All
Really?
the time.
Yeah, hybrid indica dominant.
like, we're just all in the middle, I guess. Like,
Yeah,
anything
dude.
that's
I'll smoke anything. Don't get me wrong. Sure. Whatever's on hand, whatever's on deck, we're smoking.
Yeah, you're not a monster.
Yeah,
we don't
never
discriminate.
Turn away. Never turn away.
We're not
Never
picky
turn away,
people.
Bo.
We don't discriminate from strains.
Yeah. Right before a show, I like to, whatever it might be, whether it's a dab, I'd like to stay on the sativa side of things. An indica will take me out. Like I'm falling asleep. I'm just becoming a lazy fuck, and it won't be a good show.
Indica's great for like just chilling, like watching, like binge watching a bunch of anime or fucking mostly anime.
Video game binge.
Yeah, video game binge. Like the other day, I started playing Red Dead. Yeah, I was playing Red Dead for like 4 hours. I didn't even know it was like 4 hours. I had like 3 dabs, and all of a sudden I'm playing. This guy comes home. I'm like, oh shit. It's already 6 o'clock.
I know exactly what you mean. I hop on that 2K grind. I'm like, damn, I gotta go to work in 2 hours.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
What the
Did you even sleep?
Yeah, for 2 hours. When I realize what time it is, I'm like, damn.
Sick.
Good life. Good life.
Well, that's all I got for the joint report today, everybody.
Smoke weed every day.
You got it.
Yeah. Well, last but not least, we got the music highlights. Well, Eargasm high fidelity earplugs already trusted by 100,000 customers and growing. Enjoy your favorite activities without worrying about damage to your ears. Keep the noise to a minimum, but still hear people talking and hear music with clarity. Discreet design, and it comes with a lightweight aluminum case for easy transport. Click through the banner at FooBarShow.com to get yours and help support the show. Eargasm. Put it in your ear.
Put it in your ear.
All right, guys. Well, this is when I like having bands on because we could just let them do the legwork.
Yeah. Let's work for us.
Hell yeah, dude. So you, like we were stating a little earlier in the podcast, you guys just came out with this today. Today being Thursday, December 20th. Is that right?
Yep.
It's a cover.
Yeah.
It's a cover of a Coldplay song. What is it?
It's a cover of a Coldplay song.
What's the name of the song?
It's The Scientist.
All right,
It's
man.
a song we've been doing for a while, but we finally got in the studio and recorded it right.
Yeah, man, and I've loved every time you guys have done this one. I've seen you guys do it a couple times from back in the day, like a couple of years ago. When you, I don't know, how long have you been doing this song live, like in your own style?
Long time.
Years.
Well, let's check it out.
Take me back to the start. I was just guessing at numbers and figures, pulling the puzzles apart. Question the science and progress. Do not speak as loud as my heart. So tell me you love me, come back and haunt me. Oh, and I rush to the start, running in circles, chasing her tails, heads on a science apart. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, it's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, no one ever said it would be this hard. I'm going back to the start.
Dude, that was fucking sick.
Dude, I never thought I would want to mosh to a Coldplay song. I want to mosh to a Coldplay song right now. But well
You totally
done.
could, man.
Very,
You totally
very,
could.
very well done. Very well done.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
you guys pull off covers very well. I always enjoyed hearing you guys. What's that other cover you guys do? Isn't it from like the Jungle Book?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
The King Louis song?
Yeah, the King Louis song.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Dude, these guys fucking knock it out, man. They make it sound great.
It's the one that goes ooh.
Yeah.
Ron B. just like.
Oh man, that's fucking. Oh,
I want to play.
Yeah.
That one's kind of jazzy, you know?
Yeah, dude.
That's a crowd
Yeah.
pleaser. Yeah. Crowd likes that one.
Everybody knows that
man.
one.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
yeah.
The Jungle
you-
Book's
you,
Disney.
You always see everyone like singing along. It's
There's room to improv on that song a lot, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Is it really?
So,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
You guys
I
go
don't
nuts
think-
with it, right?
I don't think
Yeah.
we ever play it the same,
Yeah.
you know?
every single time.
Every single time. No, it's
Oh,
always
that's dope.
we're always
Just have
making
fun
shit
with
up
it?
on the spot. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's easy, just fucking A minor and E7.
Yeah.
And just
Whatever blue
that's
chords
all you
you
do?
got.
There's a lot to-
arpeggios. Yeah.
it has a nice little rhythm to it. It's one of those songs, you know?
It's dope. It's
Yeah,
dope.
man, you guys were really fun to watch, and I remember when I first heard this next one, and I picked this one for today because it's the one that I know and I enjoy from you guys. It's from your previous album, Hillside Village. Yeah, man. So this one came out in 2017. Seem to Care. Can you tell me a little bit about this song? Like, is there any specific kind of message behind it or anything like that?
Nah, not really.
Right on, man. I mean, you don't seem to care.
Exactly. That was it. That was That was the first time I ever like wrote a song in a day. I wrote out the music behind it and the melody, and I really didn't care about the lyrics at that point. So I wrote wishy lyrics, but yeah,
sweet. Let's listen to it.
It was a song about optimism, but
I'm sold.
But I didn't work hard, you know.
I got you.
It means something to me.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
All right, let's check it out.
Like I don't feel as happy as I used to, and I really don't seem to care. At least that's what I tell myself. The dreams that keep me up all night always seem to do just right, till I wake up and I wonder why. Call it crazy, but my last resort's to lie and cry to myself and wonder where I've gone. I'll sigh to myself and hope I'm not the only one when I sing a little song to myself. My soul, most through my health, and it feels unreal. And it's hard to explain when you don't get it in, when you feel so ashamed. Yeah, it's on your blame. Yeah, it feels so real, so real. And I know it'll get better through a song or a letter. Until it started up again. The things that are the best in life never seem to be in sight. So you better wake up and move fast. Some things up quickly with a second glance. My stances to myself, and I'm proud of where I'm from. My chances to myself, and I hope I'm not the only one when I sing a little song to myself. Fun for my soul, most for my health, and it feels unreal. And it's hard to explain when you don't get a name and you feel so ashamed. Yeah, it's on your blame. Yeah, it feels so real, so real. And I know it'll get better. Yeah, I know it'll get better. And I know it'll get way better. Yeah, I know it'll get better. And I know it'll get better. Yeah, I know it'll get better. Yeah, I know, and I know it'll get way better. Gotta hope it'll get better. It looks like I don't feel as happy as I used to, and I really don't seem to care.
You wrote that in a day, huh?
I wrote that in an hour.
Holy shit! Yeah,
And
now
I was like,
now
well done,
I'm
man.
impressed.
I was like, yeah.
You blew me away right now.
No, man. That was a good time. That was a good time in the band. Yeah, that was a fun time. I was like reminiscing. Damn, we spent like 3 days in the studio. You remember Ken from Dunton Records, right? No. Oh, they had a cool little thing going up in Norwalk. And it was like us, Throwaway Kids, Red Flag Warning, The Counterminds, 3FT, and Settle for Crumbs. No, I was
sick.
other band, and yeah, it was cool.
You were telling me during the song that the guys that you hear in the
That's
background
Throwaway Kids.
are Throwaway Kids.
Yeah.
That's
Throwaway
pretty
Kids
dope.
And Danny.
That was supposed to be for a split originally,
That was
wasn't it?
That was going to be a first play. We have another 2 songs that we recorded there that just never got released.
We're just holding.
We just have them.
There you go.
Aces in the hole.
Just have 'em.
So we played The Scientist, and now we're about to play We All Go. That's the current single
Yeah.
for the new album that's going to be coming out. I mean, I was excited to find out that you're using a very special person to produce it. Am I right? Or
no, we're recording it through Audio Mac Pro, but
Right.
we're gonna have this mastered by Raj from Less Than Jake.
Mastered, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, dude.
We're excited
And
for that.
I mean, like I
Big
was saying
fans.
earlier, he knows all about that genre. So
Yeah, no, he'd be the dude to do it.
knows what he's
Yeah.
doing. Anything specific you want to tell everybody about We All Go?
No, like
That was the first track I recorded. With
Yeah, first song.
Okay. Right on. It won't be the last, right?
No,
Like, right, guys?
Don't get lost in Stonehenge. Just stay away from Stonehenge. That's all I gotta say.
Well, let's all listen to it.
Driving down the 15 to the hotel, the bags are packed up in the back. Stereos playing punk rock sounds and excitement grew from track to track. 3 hours down, all seemed so well. Time to grab the keys and to unpack. Then I heard a ringing coming from myself, and I'm far to think I'm already wearing black. I think back to the times we spent being misfit. You've never thinking it could end. It's hard enough to find yourself. Where do you look when you lose another friend? Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm so sad that you left. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Although we all go, yeah, I know we all go. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Well, pick a tunnel and pay no mind to the fact that time, and now I sit alone and think about when we would walk the main street and eat a $5 piece of the fan that people made of us. Nowadays, the buildings have changed, but memories will remain until the day we need to give up, and I'm so afraid of what comes after this. But it helps me hold together when I sit alone and reminisce. I'm cutting class and walking through the block. Now it feels so odd. Every time I hear long view, I've never believed in God, but I'd walk through hell just to know there was a heaven for you. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Although we all go, yeah, I know we all go. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Although we all go, yeah, I know we all go. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left. Although we all go, yeah, I know we all go. Although we all go when we're meant to go, I'm still sad that you left.
Dope. Who did the organs?
that was Esteban from Matamosca, and he plays in the Interrupters.
Steady
oh,
45s.
No way.
Really?
Steady
That was him?
45s. Yeah.
Steady
Dude.
45s, yeah.
Nice, man. Yeah, the Interrupters are no joke, man. Those guys
Nah,
are.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
okay.
fucking, they're dope as all hell.
Yeah,
You
dude.
dope, dude.
Well, man, you guys want to shout out your next show dates for everybody?
Yes, we do. Yeah, man, we're playing. We have our annual Christmas party this Saturday in San Bernardino at Brew Rebellion. We're gonna have Fun Abuse, Salem's Ghost, Levin from Happy Drunk Cartel, and the Endorphins. A few vendors. It's gonna be free, all ages. There's a bar there. It's gonna be a good time.
Nice. So you guys do this every year?
Yeah.
At that specific location?
No, it's
Okay,
always
just
every-
it's your
yeah.
event wherever you land.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
We played Brew Rebellion like what?
a couple months.
I've never
ago
been
with you never been there.
Woofy filled in.
Yeah, Wolfie
Oh,
Filled
okay.
In, yeah. we played with the Less Offs and
Oh, the less sauce.
Off the Wall. Ronnie was just there. Ronnie was there and he was
you're
like
right,
walking
you're
on that one dude. Some dude had like a sign that said like trample me.
Oh, shit.
Ronnie took pictures on top.
It's funny you say the less
Uh-huh.
offs because that's what I used to call all my friends in high school because they were all morons. So then I would flip to less off.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
And then I'm like, there's a band called Less Offs.
The band's good, man.
Yeah,
And
they are
Southpaw.
good. They're very good.
Southpaw
So
played
aren't you
too.
a dick
Oh,
now?
that's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, where can everybody find you? Like, if they wanted to see any kind of future dates that you post up, where are you guys at?
Everywhere. Facebook,
Instagram.
Spotify,
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, Pandora. Yeah, everywhere.
Right on.
Those are the ones I use. So I don't know what if you use it, you're probably on it.
Title.
Cool, man. Well, hey, man, thanks for making the time to come over here. We realized you guys had to deal with traffic. You know,
No, it's cool.
thanks for being on the show. Hope
Thanks
everybody
for the beer
enjoyed
and
it.
having us out. It's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Our pleasure,
well
man.
worth the ride.
Yeah. We got to make it the trip worthwhile, man. Come on.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and maybe the Fallen Electric will play with Rundown Creeps in the future. Who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe we can
hopefully
set
soon.
something up. That would be really fun, dude. That would be really
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I enjoy the shit out of you guys.
Thank
and
you, man.
I've been looking up to you guys' style for a long time. Nobody else can really knock that out. I mean, what are your guys' like influences? What would you say is like your major influence that draws in your inspiration for your music?
We're all kind of like odd.
We
We're all
listen.
kinda
To,
spread
I listen
out.
to everything.
Yeah, like what though? Like
Yeah,
I'm just
like,
curious at this point.
Everything.
Spitballing, bro.
I don't know.
He's all, give me ideas now. No. I'll say
Who do you
I
have?
play like rap
I-
beats, like
Okay.
like D Antwoord. I play along to that, or like
Action Bronson.
Action
But then I'll go
Bronson.
listen to like some Tom Waits.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
But then
I
Street
usually
Light.
go to like
Streetlight.
Arctic Monkeys or Streetlight for some like rhythm sections just to kind of
Yeah.
broaden my horizon. I was also in a jazz ensemble for a bit, so like
Okay.
because I wanted to just learn a little bit more and then like bring it to the table.
What are the influences that draw your tone? Because you guys have a specific tone about you. You kind of have an earthy tone about your bass on the recording, at least.
Yeah,
you draw that from something?
So for the recording, we had an idea because I play with my fingers, so we kind of wanted to have that authenticity of the fingers, but at the same time, a lot of bassists in the scene play with the pick, so you get that like kind of really gainy type of feel to it.
Or trebly almost?
Yeah. So you get like a lot of treble off of it. So we tried to imitate that, but keep the warmness of the fingers played. So our
And you
Our
tend to
guy-
have a delay going on yours, right?
Just a quick
Like
slap
a quick
back.
slap back delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That there's not many that really are able to pull that off unless you're like a rockabilly kind of thing going.
Oh man, it blends
But it's
really
good.
well.
Thank you. And I play
yeah.
country.
Do you really?
Really?
I play country in a band named Straight Shooter too.
What do you?
So like I like Johnny Highland and all
Oh,
those like
shit, man.
Chet Atkins, all those.
You're quite worldly, sir.
Chicken.
Quite worldly indeed. Next, you're gonna tell me you did the violin at the beginning of Scientist?
No,
Oh,
that
damn
was
it.
Soman Lim though. Shout out to
Yeah.
Soman
Yeah.
Lim.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh damn, that was great.
Was there a
violin
cello
work
in there
at the
She
end.
somewhere
did-
too?
It was kind of.
it's like engineering magic.
It was engineering
Okay.
magic, different
Sick.
tones, but she did all the layers.
Oh
Yeah,
damn,
yeah, she killed it.
that was awesome. Yeah, great. You guys, great improvisers. I could tell, like in the music, like you guys just have fun with it, man. Yeah, I actually want to go see you guys play. It's gonna be
Yeah, man. Those
22nd.
fingers walk too, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
bass. That's what I like to hear, man. Paul McCartney did a lot of that. What are your
Yeah, so,
major bass influences?
So I'm actually in a folk rock group. I get called up by a musician named Josh Quadra.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Oh.
pretty good, yeah.
Oh, dude, he's a childhood friend.
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
yeah, family friend.
I'm his bassist.
Oh no
Yeah.
way, no
Sick.
way.
Dude, honestly, that guy, seriously, like one of the most talented guys I've ever met. This guy literally just does everything by ear.
Yeah,
literally. I've
he's
never
great.
seen anything like it.
Yeah,
Like,
he's great.
it's
He's
an
a great
interesting.
guy.
He's an interesting person to work with. And then I'm also part of this like garage indie band called Coastal Shadows. We have been inactive for a while, but hopefully we'll get something going soon.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I kind of like, I like I was in also a jazz band too for a bit. So like I've liked to venture into like different genres.
Okay.
Keeps you on your toes, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it keeps me just like learning more and just kind of bringing certain elements to like different.
Yeah, don't close yourself off to things, you know? I mean,
Because basically, like especially in like punk and ska, like you hear a lot of the same bass lines over and over
Right.
again.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to like just diversify it a bit.
Mess
you
with
know?
it.
yeah, that's not bad. That's good. I mean,
That's
that's
always my
how
goal, yeah.
that's how you become an innovator. You take things from everywhere else and you just kind of make your own little blend out of it.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, dude. Enjoyed the shit out of you guys. I wish you guys the best. I'm excited to hear what the final album will sound like when that comes out.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
And for everybody else out there, thank you very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Thank you for downloading the pod on most major podcast apps, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Foo Bar Show. That's FOOBarshow.com. And FOO Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. I've been Josie.
I've been Rusty Shackelford.
And for the Rundown Kreeps, signing off saying, don't be a dick.